EA Sports. It's in the game.
I'm streaming right now.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the
How do
American
you
dream.
know?
We the American dream.
Look, I was beating them 21-0.
Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and Sis
Oh,
made it
I
out,
don't
now she
know.
proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean
What
money,
team
I
should
count
I
stacks
play
with these
against?
dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
The Vikings? It's alright.
We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey.
Oh, yeah.
They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Thanos. Be cooling out in the whip, it I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage.
Do you wanna see if it'll work?
These dirty vans, clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Show, cut the rack with my new advance.
How many minute quarters should I play?
80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
15.
We the American dream.
15-minute quarters?
No class, look at them.
Oh, this is my song. It's played on Madden. Lewis, guys, welcome to the rodeo.
Hey, I ain't feeling under pressure. I ain't switching for no.
I ain't talking to the carpet. I ain't telling my bros. They don't push me fingers. You shit on that hoe. I got a West End at those low. This is so drunk. This is hit the speed, yo. I ain't eating such a strip. I ain't eating sponsored stuff. Looking to the man. Let's go. Welcome to the rodeo. Sorry, cause of where it go. I came up with that half an hour shopping by the stove. Big focus on the sky. You know it's smoke. It was dirty. I'm a fire. I'm a fuck 19 with a bag. I'm rich. I'm a fuck. I didn't do it alone. I should feel like dope. And I ain't feeling my belt. I'm a broke down fall. He said, bro, screw you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. See me on people in the wall. And it's crazy how I shit. I'm about to ride. I ain't falling under pressure, I ain't for sure for no. I ain't talking to no carpet, I ain't telling them my bros. They don't put me
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, here's Justin Hardy.
Oh, I forgot that.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Ryan completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
Cousins now from the 50. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Yeah, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Cousins, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again. And the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, It's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety. Deion Jones missed 10 games at middle linebacker. Flip it over to the offense. Devontae Freeman missed much of the season at running back. Both starting guards, Brandon Fusco and Andy Levitre, were both out. You're exactly right. Injuries were the name of the game for the Falcons in 2018. Hopefully they can get everyone back and move forward, because that's a dynamite team when they're all together. I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
He's got him in, complete, the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Club Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner, I.B. Straffen, or is it I.B. Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guide.
I.B. Strafen.
Strafen. My bad, Mr. Strafen. Whichever you prefer, but defeating newcomer Jay Wolfman, he'll represent the Vikings in the league-wide club championship event in early February that has a $700,000 prize pool.
I just want you to know I heard from I.B. Strafen's people. It is not whichever you prefer. It's I.B. Strafen.
I guess I should probably correct it. It might be Jay Wolfman, not Wolfman, like I said.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Hardy on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Ryan. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's his first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Minnesota's football here in just a second, and when you think about the season that the Vikings have had, maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place, but that has not been the case.
That is so true because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas?
Quick strip, the ball's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, third. 5 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Forbath for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Forbath out to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
To throw is Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Ryan now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. Here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Handoff comes to Cook. And now running right through it. Oh, that's what an effort. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. He knows what else he should do. If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And here now come the Falcons. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat. And a first First down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coleman. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Ryan, he sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know exactly.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete.